What's going on YouTube? I am Hall. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. And I do travel and product review videos. I'm doing quite a few videos on Rivian because I just got it recently and I love it. I love talking about it. So that's what we're going to do today. Today we are going to be talking about the storage of the Rivian. So what I mean by that is interior storage, exterior storage, and then also some additions you could add on. To even get more capacity out of, traveling, if you're traveling with your family or going camping or overlanding, whatever that, there's multiple options with the current setup, but also some things you can add on. So yeah, let's talk about storage today. Let's get into all the different parts of the Rivian. All right, let's go. All right, first place I want to start is the front two seats. So we'll go through all the storage in the front, and then we'll move to the back. And then we will cover, obviously, all the exterior. So let's start with the front here. So let me flip you around. All right, we're going to start with the door. So you can see this actually pulls out. It's kind of like, not mechanical, but kind of. I have just a simple, small all-weather umbrella in there. There's really not much else in the door. You have a little bit of the door jamb here, but you can't really put anything in that. So we are going to slide over to the middle here. And then down below, you have this nice rubberized compartment with kind of, sides on it. So things can sit in here that are larger, like bottles and things will roll around, but they won't fall under your feet or under the pedals or anything. So that's nice. And then obviously the camp speaker is right here. So that slides into that compartment. So moving up here to the center area, this is your charging pad. So it's rubberized. My phone still does slide around, but I think part of that problem is my case. You have this nice compartment here where you can put pens or something. I just have a little wipe screen. Moving to the middle here, you press this button, this pops open, makes a cool noise. And then inside of here, the only thing you have, the charging ports in here as well. I don't know if you can see that. You have charging ports, and then it's just like a deep hole, deep shallow hole. Or deep shallow, you can't have those in the same. Just a deep compartment. I'm gonna probably get some organizers and things to put in there, but for now that's kind of what we got. The only other thing in the front here that I want to make note of is you have your cup holders that slide out there. These are okay. They're probably one of my least favorite things in the vehicle. They have like feet down here. You can see they're kind of, because they fold up. They're okay, but the drinks kind of lean forward. So I don't know. It's all right. It's all right for what it is. So slide that back in. So on the driver's side, that's kind of it. Like there's no other fancy compartments through here. So let me flip you around. So that's pretty much it for the driver's side. You got the door, you got the center console. So let's flip over to the passenger side and see what's over there. All right, so passenger side, kind of same thing. You only have the center. There's no, as you can see, oh, let me focus in here. Maybe. There's no glove box in this. So, oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot on that side. So what's really cool, my favorite thing, and I totally forgot about it, is there's these little compartments underneath, and they're on both sides. So they're underneath both seats, and they're little like felted areas, and they have a little like pop handle on them. But yeah, little felted handle, they're under both seats, and if you can see that, on that one, there's one over there. I want to talk about those real quick, but you also have your door compartment on this side, which is the same way. It's a little mechanical pull-out which you can put. But if you think about those little under-seat compartments, anybody who, we could talk about all kinds. So from a prepper perspective, you could put a concealed carry or pistol in that compartment. You could have work gloves in that compartment. You could put pull out like wipies, for your hands and stuff. There's all kinds of really cool things that you can put in that tiny compartment. It's right underneath your seat, so it's easy to grab. It's easy to pop open. Even if you're having to drive and you had to grab something out, that you definitely could. So I think that's kind of cool. All right, let's move to the back. All right, back seat now. Same thing. A little bit of a smaller kubi back here, but still the same concept. On this side, so if you look back seat here, this side, because it's a launch edition, my subwoofer's on this side, so this does not have a opening underneath this seat, but as you can see, and we'll open up that other side, I have a compartment that comes over probably 3/4 of the way, which we'll show that. Obviously you have the compartment behind the seats here. Same kind of setup with the mechanical. I like the little carabiners here. That's a nice touch. Doesn't look like there's anything, you know, nothing crazy under the seats. But that's kind of for this side. Just a little note here. Obviously you have your cup holders. You have a tiny little, you know, tray inside of this pull down, which is nice. And the other really cool thing is this compartment right back here goes to your gear tunnel. So you pull up, I think I call this the bread door, because it reminds me like those little things they used to have on counters that held your bread, and you pulled up like a little garage door. So that goes actually back to your gear tunnel, which is kind of cool, but we'll show you that in a minute. All right, let's pop this up and let's head over to the other side. Okay, we are behind the driver. Same thing here. You have your pull-out compartment, just like on the other side. Cool thing about this is you have a tire cavity that's underneath the seat. So I have my kind of air compressor, my air gauge kit there. You have your gear cable. I think I have some gloves and stuff in that pack. And then this is my travel charger, my 110 and 240. I actually moved that out of the frunk and put it under the seat. So that's where that's sitting right now. And then you have your behind the seat storage with the carabiner here as well. So that's, you know, you do have hooks here as well on the back of the seats you can hang things from. You don't forget your chargers are in here. Is there any chargers in here? I think they're just behind the seats. Yeah. Yeah, so just behind the seats. Got nothing in there. But that's kind of the back seat. You have your, you know, your dials there for the air conditioning and all that kind of stuff. So that looks like it. Let's move up to the front trunk, or the frunk. I'm moving into the frunk here. So pretty wide space up in here. You do have a netting system as well right here, so you can strap things down. They're tied to these plastic grommets. And then underneath, if you pull that up, and what's nice about this is what you want to do is you want to fold that, and so those magnets catch. So you can see those kind of metal pieces here. They attach to those magnets, which holds that up. And then you have a big basin underneath here. And this is where you can have your front gate, which is the word I learned about, because you have this little water port here where you can let things drain if you want to fill this with ice, because it's all plastics, which you could. So that is the frunk. Oh, you do have, look at this. You actually have a cigarette lighter up here. I didn't even notice that before. So if you had to charge anything, you could. So that's up here in the frunk as well. All right, let's head to the back. All right, out here in the bed, you know, regular bed for your truck, which you can obviously store lots of things in. And then the other storage space here is you pull up on this, and this opens up your spare tire area, which also has a divider. So if you don't have a spare tire, or you don't want to put your spare tire in there for the time being, you can fill all kinds of goodies with that as well. So that opens up. You can see what the whole picture looks like when it takes up quite a bit of your bed. So pretty large space there. So the last piece I want to talk about here is these latches. So these are for the crossbars that go across. So you have one and one that go across the other side of your bed, and then you also have them on the roof, as you can see. So with those crossbars, you know, you can obviously put a basket on top of them, so you could have your tonneau cover covering the space, fill your bed with stuff, and then your crossbars and set a basket on top that you could also use for storage. All right, so that's all the storage internal and external. The last thing I want to say is obviously this truck comes with a hitch. It's actually hidden by the cover. You just have to gun underneath, right underneath your license plate, and pop two Phillips head like plastic screws off of those, and you'll be able to pop it open. So you could put in a hitch basket as well to add more storage. So, you know, external storage, you have the frunk that's waterproof. You have under the tonneau cover, which is mostly waterproof unless you just dump a giant bucket of water. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my Is the Rivian tonneau cover waterproof video, which I can also link to. Check that out. It's mostly waterproof unless you're under extreme conditions. So you could have the frunk underneath the bed, and then you could also, you know, you could have a basket hooked in the hitch that you could put a waterproof cover over, and you could also have your bed covers or bed rack and roof rack, and you could put baskets on those with covers on those as well. So lots of external storage, decent amount of internal storage. Like, I'm really impressed with all the storage options. Oh my gosh, I forgot the gear tunnel. What am I doing? We're gonna go check that out. Hold on. How the hell did I forget about the gear tunnel? This is like the most important part. I'm an idiot. Anyway, gear tunnel. Plastic insert, 120 volt outlets on each side. You obviously have your bread basket garage as well. You have storage inside of each one of these doors as well. Over here's the first aid kit. On the other side houses your hoses for your air compressor as well. So your attachments and your hoses for the air compressor. So yeah, gear tunnel. It's like the coolest thing on the truck, and I totally forgot about it. And, you know, Vader is going nuts in the wheel well over here, so you can see why I forget things, because he loves to do weird stuff and makes me forget about things I should have remembered. So yeah, gear tunnel and storage on both sides of the doors. They obviously have stuff in them, but you could obviously take that out, and they're mostly waterproof as well. Water will get into them if you open them up if these are wet, but if you dry them off, they should stay reasonably dry, especially with being inside of here. And each of these doors hold about 250 pounds, so you can actually stand on them as well. So yeah, the greatest part of storage is the gear tunnel. Idiot. Just to show you real quick, the storage on the door. So this is the air compressor side. As you can see, that pops up, and I'll show you how. This side's pretty deep, so it's a pretty decent size hole. But, all your air compressor stuff is in this package, which you can put down, and that sits like that. So yeah, gear tunnel. All right, we're back from the gear tunnel. I can't believe I forgot the gear tunnel. It's like one of the reasons people buy this thing. You can shove a whole camp kitchen in the gear tunnel. Oh, it's been one of those weeks. So anyway, that's all the main storage. Inside, exterior, there's just a lot of places to store stuff that's not gonna get wet, which you don't always have that in a pickup truck. Like, I loved my Gladiator, but it didn't have a whole lot of storage. I was having to get pretty creative, you know, with the storage spaces. So really love the storage on the Rivian. If it's a concern for you, certainly I don't think you need to be. I think there's plenty of places to put lots of stuff. I mean, this was made for overlanding and camping and things like that. So if you're not putting an entire kitchen inside the gear tunnel, you know, it's another extra space that's gonna keep things really dry and really protected from the elements. Or your stuff's really gross and you wanna keep keep your truck protected from all of your gross gear, perfect place to put that as well. So if you can't put it in the bed. So that is all of the storage space for the Rivian R1T. Still love the truck, still finding nuances, still finding things that amaze me, obviously, and forgetting some of the things that are super amazing about the truck, like the gear tunnel. So I apologize for that little hiccup, but I caught myself before I went into editing, which is a good thing. So I think that's it. Once again, leave comments. Love all the comments I'm getting lately on the vehicle and just some of the videos I'm doing. So if you have any video ideas or you want to know something, leave them in the comments below and I'll maybe do a video. I answer all of my questions and comments as well, and just love interacting with the community around things that I'm really interested in. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, see you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Good boy. So I want to do one last part for the space storage video, which somebody actually left in the comments about Bernie's Mountain Dogs. Will they fit in the back of a Rivian? And I got Vader loaded up, so let's see if he fits. All right. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? How much room you got? Vader, look at me. Hi, Bubba. So, got enough headroom. He's looking pretty good. He's got his butt against the seat. I actually had to double up on these because neither of them were wide enough, so I have to get actually a wider mat, so I went double on them. But plenty of room. He's still got headroom, if you can see, but yeah, He's a semi-happy camper right now. He doesn't really settle down until like 20 miles into the trip, but... oh my... Did you just make me a liar? I'm so proud of you. So that's never happened. So I got it recorded so I can believe it for the rest of time and you all get to believe it. He's obviously showing off. Oh, there he goes. Okay, we're gonna get moving. That's what I'm gonna do on storage. So Bernie's Mountain Dog will fit. Vader is 118 pounds, just under 2 years old. All right.